You might be shocked to learn that Abba Kovner fought back. In 1943, Abba Kovner, a Jewish poet and determined resistance fighter, became a key figure in the struggle against the Nazis during World War II. Leading a group of guerrilla fighters, Kovner and his comrades took incredible risks to fight back against their oppressors, often engaging in daring acts of sabotage. But the story doesn't stop there. After the war ended, this group transformed into something quite different. They shifted from resistance fighters to assassins, primarily targeting Nazi war criminals who had escaped justice. Kovner believed that it was crucial to ensure these individuals face consequences for their heinous actions. This transition represents a complicated chapter in the fight for justice, raising questions about morality in times of conflict. How far should one go to seek justice for unimaginable atrocities? Discover how pro gamers earn big money? Professional gamers, often referred to as pro gamers, have turned their passion for video games into a lucrative career. Competing in massive esports tournaments, they showcase their skills in popular games like League of Legends, Dota 2, and Fortnite. With prize pools that can soar into the millions, the stakes are high, drawing in millions of viewers eager to watch the action unfold. To stay at the top of their game, these athletes train rigorously, often clocking in over 12 hours a day, honing their strategy, teamwork, and reflexes. Their income doesn't just come from winnings. Sponsorships, streaming revenues, and brand endorsements also provide significant financial support. In an industry where talent and dedication meet big rewards, pro gamers are at the forefront of a thrilling, fast-paced competition that captivates audiences worldwide and reshapes the way we view sports. This might surprise you. India's population density is striking. With over 1.4 billion people crammed into an area of about 3.3 million square kilometers, India is one of the most densely populated countries on the planet. This intense crowding rivals that of China, which has slightly more land to accommodate its population. Imagine living in a place where more than 400 people share every square kilometer. This situation can be seen in bustling cities like Mumbai and Delhi, where vibrant street markets and packed public transport are a daily reality. The high population density brings both challenges and opportunities. On one hand, it can lead to overcrowding, pollution, and strain on resources. On the other hand, such a rich mix of people fosters cultural diversity and innovation. So what does the future hold for India as it navigates these crowded waters? Surprisingly, vampire bat saliva could save lives. This intriguing fact highlights the unique substance found in the saliva of vampire bats, desmoteplase, a natural anticoagulant. Scientists have discovered that this molecule can help prevent blood from clotting, making it potentially invaluable for treating stroke victims. Since every minute counts during a stroke, researchers are investigating a synthetic version of desmoteplase to see if it can extend the window for effective treatment. By maintaining blood flow to the brain longer, this treatment could lead to better recovery outcomes for those affected by strokes. The idea of using animal-derived substances in medicine isn't new, but the novel properties of vampire bat saliva offer a fascinating glimpse into the wild world of scientific innovation. Could this bat's saliva actually hold the key to a breakthrough in medical science? Here's something incredible about the placebo effect. It's a fascinating phenomenon where people's health improves just because they believe a treatment will work, even if that treatment is essentially a sugar pill with no real healing properties. This means that the power of our mind plays a huge role in our health. In studies, individuals who received a placebo often reported pain relief and improved symptoms, sometimes even matching the effects of actual medications. How does this happen? Well, when someone expects to feel better, their brain may trigger the release of natural chemicals, like endorphins, that reduce pain or create a sense of well-being. This shows that our beliefs can significantly influence our bodies. The placebo effect sparks new discussions in medicine about the importance of mental health and the mind-body connection. Isn't it amazing how powerful our thoughts can be? You won't believe this about the echidna's senses. The echidna, a spiny Australian monotreme, possesses extraordinary sensory abilities that allow it to locate prey hidden underground. At the very tip of its snout lies a collection of thousands of electroreceptors, which can detect even the faintest electric fields emitted by the tiny muscle movements of insects scurrying beneath the surface. This unique adaptation essentially enables the echidna to operate like a living radar system, honing in on ants, termites, and larvae buried beneath layers of dirt and leaves. As it digs, these specialized receptors send strong signals to the echidna, guiding it to its next meal. Once a promising signal is detected, the echidna employs its long, sticky tongue, expertly scooping up its unsuspecting prey in a matter of milliseconds. Unlike many predators who rely heavily on sight or smell, this fascinating creature has evolved to thrive in Australia's dark, dry landscapes, making it an efficient nocturnal forager. While it may appear clumsy, the echidna's remarkable feeding skills showcase the wonders of adaptation in the animal kingdom. How does such precision come from an invisible world of bioelectricity? Let's uncover the truth about nuclear chain reactions. On December 2, 1942, a group of brilliant scientists led by Enrico Fermi at the University of Chicago made history by achieving the first controlled nuclear chain reaction. This groundbreaking experiment was part of the larger Manhattan Project, aimed at developing atomic energy and weapons during World War II. Fermi and his team carefully assembled a reactor made of uranium and graphite to slow down neutrons. When they started the reaction, it led to a self-sustaining series of nuclear fissions, marking a pivotal moment in science. This successful experiment not only proved the feasibility of harnessing nuclear energy, but also laid the groundwork for both power generation and nuclear weaponry. The implications of this achievement have been vast, influencing energy policies and sparking debates around nuclear safety ever since. What do you think about the risks and rewards of nuclear energy? Let's uncover the truth about password safety. Despite countless warnings from experts and tech companies, the password 1well346 still reigns as the world's most popular password. It seems unbelievable, right? A simple string of 6 digits is chosen by millions, making it an easy target for hackers. With our lives increasingly online, using a strong password is crucial for protecting personal information. Yet many folks choose convenience over security, often reusing weak passwords across sites or relying on something like password or their birth date. The risk? Cyber criminals thrive on this behavior, using automated tools to quickly crack these simple codes. So how can we improve? Creating complex passwords with a mix of letters, numbers, and special characters is a great start. Additionally, using password managers can help remember them all securely. Are you ready to upgrade your online security? Dive into the Amazon's amazing freshwater power. The Amazon River is not just the largest river in the world, it also plays a crucial role in shaping the Atlantic Ocean's salinity. As it pours an astonishing amount of fresh water into the ocean, this flow creates a significant area where the saltiness of the water drops dramatically, extending as far as 200 miles, 322 kilometers, into the sea. This unique mix of fresh and salt water supports diverse marine life, making it a hotspot for various species that thrive in these conditions. Moreover, the reduced salinity affects ocean currents and even local weather patterns. Scientists study this fascinating freshwater plume to understand its impact on everything from marine ecosystems to global climate. It's amazing to think that one river can influence such a vast area and so many lives. How do you think this phenomenon might affect the creatures that live in both environments? Hard to believe, but US and Soviet leaders united against aliens. During a tense Cold War meeting, representatives from the United States and the Soviet Union made a remarkable agreement. They decided that if aliens ever launched an attack on Earth, both superpowers would put their differences aside and join forces. This unique pact, born out of the fear of a common threat, highlighted how even the fiercest rivals recognize the importance of unity in the face of an unimaginable challenge. The idea was that humanity must come together, regardless of political divisions, to protect our home planet from an extraterrestrial invasion. Imagine the two highest authorities at the time, who faced off in various conflicts, agreeing on something so globally significant. This moment reveals how collaboration can arise even in the most unlikely situations, reminding us of the strength found in unity against a shared adversary. You won't believe this about aquagenic urticaria. This rare condition causes people to break out in itchy hives whenever their skin touches water, even their own tears. Imagine feeling overwhelmed by emotions, but being scared to cry because it could lead to painful welts all over your body. Those with aquagenic urticaria experience this daily struggle with water exposure, which can turn everyday activities like showering and swimming into challenging situations. The exact cause of this condition is still a mystery to scientists, but it often leads to an emotional toll on those affected, complicating personal relationships and self-care routines. Some individuals have shared that they feel isolated due to their condition, feeling unable to enjoy social activities that involve water. While treatments exist, such as antihistamines, managing aquagenic urticaria remains a difficult journey for many. What's life like for those living with this unusual condition? Did you know Saddam Hussein had a surprising connection to Detroit? Before he became infamous as a dictator, Saddam Hussein was once seen as a benefactor by a small church in the city. In the early 1980s, he made a notable donation to the congregation, which led to his unexpected honor of receiving the key to the city. This gesture shocked many, as it showcased a different side of the man who would later lead Iraq through decades of turmoil. The church members saw his donation as an act of goodwill, interpreting it as support for community projects. However, as Saddam's reputation evolved and his authoritarian regime became known for oppression, that early image of generosity faded into a dark past. It's fascinating to think about how perceptions can shift drastically over time, transforming a figure once honored into a symbol of fear and control. How does the past influence our views today? Here's a wild fact about U.S. currency. The U.S. once printed a stunning $100,000 bill featuring the portrait of Woodrow Wilson. This gigantic note wasn't made for everyday spending. Instead, it served a specific purpose in bank transfers between the Federal Reserve banks. Imagine holding a bill worth so much that it could buy a brand new car more than 100 times over. The $100,000 bill was never intended for the general public to use, making it a unique artifact in currency history. Only about 400 of these bills were printed in the 1930s, and they vanished from circulation by the late 1960s. Today, collectors treasure these rare bills, and they can fetch thousands at auctions. The fascinating story behind the creation and purpose of this bill sparks curiosity about the evolution of money. What do you think sparked the idea for such a high denomination? Prepare to be amazed by Dunkin' Donuts' success. Founded in 1948 by William Rosenberg in Massachusetts, Dunkin' Donuts has emerged as a cherished coffee and donut brand that resonates globally. With over 12,000 locations across 36 countries, it's almost impossible to find a town without a Dunkin' shop. But what truly propels its popularity? The brand focuses on providing a quick, satisfying experience, making it a go-to pit stop for busy mornings. Their coffee menu is impressively vast, featuring everything from classic black coffee to inventive, flavored varieties, suiting all palates. A fun fact, their signature coffee is brewed fresh throughout the day, ensuring that customers receive quality with every cup. Yet Dunkin' isn't solely about coffee. Their donuts, especially the loved Boston cream and jelly options, keep fans returning. Additionally, their expanded menu now includes breakfast sandwiches and snacks, catering to those in need of a meal on the go. A commitment to enhancing customer experience and embracing constant innovation ensures Dunkin' remains a leader in the competitive food and beverage market. So, what's your favorite Dunkin' treat? Prepare to be amazed by Pluto's distant journey. Did you know that Pluto, once considered the 9th planet of our solar system, is currently moving further away from Earth? This fascinating dwarf planet is like a quiet child retreating on the playground, creating a sense of distance and wonder. It takes nearly 248 years for Pluto to complete one orbit around the Sun, and during this time, it will drift even farther from our blue planet. Right now, Pluto is over 4 billion kilometers away from Earth, making it a challenging destination for astronomers. In fact, Pluto won't return to a position where it is closer to us for more than 2 centuries. As we gaze at the stars, we can imagine Pluto's icy, mysterious landscape and ponder how our understanding of the universe continues to evolve with such distant neighbors. Isn't it incredible how celestial bodies can take us on a journey through time and space? Did you know that Vin Diesel is a Dungeons & Dragons fan? It's hard to picture the tough guy from action movies like Fast and Furious sitting around a table rolling dice. But that's exactly what he does. Vin Diesel isn't just a Hollywood superstar, he's a passionate gamer who has embraced the world of D&D for more than 2 decades. His journey with the game began in childhood and has only deepened over the years. In numerous interviews, Diesel has revealed how playing Dungeons & Dragons not only fueled his imagination, but also ignited his creativity. He immerses himself into the role-playing experience, meticulously crafting characters and engaging narratives that excite both him and his friends. This devotion to gaming even permeates his acting career. His roles often reflect the adventure and richness of storytelling found in D&D. So the next time you see him in a high-octane action scene, remember, behind the muscle and grit, there lies a devoted gamer who understands the magic of a good story and the thrill of teamwork, just like in a classic D&D campaign. Prepare to be amazed by burger origins. Did you know that a single beef burger can come from meat sourced from over 100 different cows? That's right. When making ground beef, producers often blend meat from various animals to create a consistent flavor and texture that we all love. This technique helps ensure that each burger tastes similar, no matter where you buy it. Imagine the vast ranches and farms where these cows are raised, each contributing a piece of the pie, or should we say, the burger. While this method helps maintain quality, it also raises questions about meat production and traceability. How does blending impact the beef we eat, and what can we do to make informed choices? With rising interest in sustainable eating, it's essential to think about where our food comes from and the practices behind it. So the next time you enjoy a delicious burger, remember the journey of those cows. Here's something incredible about San Marino's history. In 1968, San Marino was mentioned in a unique context, describing it as having been established in the 31st century. This intriguing statement sparks the imagination about what the future might hold for this tiny but historic country nestled within Italy. San Marino, one of the world's oldest republics, claims to have been founded in the year 301. Its enduring government system and rich culture highlight an impressive resilience through centuries. The mention of a 31st century foundation alongside its actual origins opens a portal into speculative thinking about our world's future, advancements in architecture, or government systems. What technologies or communities might emerge in such a fictional timeline? By comparing the present with a futuristic vision, we can explore how history shapes our aspirations. Could San Marino's legacy inspire new ideas as we move forward together? Discover the hidden secrets of Zealandia. Scientists have confirmed the existence of an 8th continent named Zealandia, which lies mostly submerged beneath the Pacific Ocean. This landmass was once part of the ancient supercontinent Gondwana, a massive land formation that existed millions of years ago. Dutch explorer Abel Tasman was the first to notice it back in 1642, but it took until 2017 for scientists to officially recognize its significance. Zealandia spans an area comparable to India, featuring underwater mountains and valleys that still hold many mysteries. As researchers continue to study this hidden continent, they unlock secrets about Earth's geological history and the processes that shaped our planet. Understanding Zealandia teaches us about plate tectonics, ocean currents, and even climate change. This fascinating discovery enriches our view of the world and reminds us that there is still so much left to explore. What wonders await us beneath the waves? Why exactly does the term flaplings excite paleontologists? In 2005, scientists diving into the ancient world of pterosaurs coined the term flaplings to refer to young pterosaurs in their crucial early developmental stage. These feathered giants, often mistaken for dinosaurs, actually belong to a unique group of reptiles that ruled the skies millions of years ago. The flapling phase is particularly fascinating because these tiny creatures were learning to fly. a skill that can mean the difference between life and death in the wild. Flaplings began to use their wings for the very first time, wobbling and flapping in attempts to take to the air. This term captures not just their age, but their incredible journey of learning. By understanding flaplings, paleontologists gained deeper insights into how these ancient animals grew up and adapted, revealing the wonders of evolution and our planet's history. You might be shocked to learn about Joan of Arc's mother. After Joan's execution for heresy in 1431, her mother, Isabel, spent an incredible 25 years working to clear her daughter's name. Driven by love and determination, Isabel didn't just sit quietly, she actively sought justice for Joan. In 1456, she successfully convinced the Pope to reopen Joan's case, believing that the truth deserved a chance to shine. This remarkable effort culminated in a retrial where evidence was presented that emphasized Joan's bravery and innocence. Isabel even attended the retrial, witnessing the proceedings that would ultimately lead to Joan's complete acquittal and restoration of her honor. This touching story not only highlights a mother's relentless pursuit of truth, but also illustrates how one person can make a monumental difference. Imagine fighting for someone's name for decades. What a powerful testament to love and devotion. Believe it or not, the stick is the oldest toy. According to the National Toy Hall of Fame, this simple object has been delighting children for thousands of years. Unlike high-tech gadgets or fancy toys, a stick's beauty lies in its versatility. Kids can transform it into anything from a magic wand to a sword or even a bridge. It encourages imagination and physical activity, allowing little ones to play outside while exploring their creativity. Historically, children of all cultures have gravitated towards sticks, showing that play doesn't require bells and whistles. Generations have found joy in these humble implements, making the stick a timeless treasure. When you see children playing with sticks today, remember they are engaging in a tradition as old as time itself. What other toys can boast such a rich history? Imagine the world before phones and fax machines. The first fax machine was patented in 1843 by Scotsman Alexander Bain, paving the way for modern communication. This revolutionary device could send images by converting them into electric pulses, a concept that would eventually lead to the advanced technology we rely on today. Before the telephone changed our lives drastically, Bain's invention was a marvel of engineering, showing off the creativity and resourcefulness of early inventors. The fax machine worked by scanning an image and transmitting it through wires to another machine that would replicate the picture on the receiving end. It was like sending a postcard through electrical signals. This technology sparked ideas that would evolve into the digital world we live in now, where we can send documents instantly across the globe. So the next time you send a message or image electronically, remember the trailblazers like Alexander Bain who made it all possible? How cool is that? Ever wondered where cacao gets its name? The word cacao actually traces its roots back to the ancient Mayan civilization, and it translates to bitter drink. Isn't that fascinating? Cacao wasn't just any food, it was viewed as a divine substance with strong ties to fertility and power, often reserved for royalty or used in sacred rituals. Picture the Maya sipping this foamy beverage made from crushed cacao beans, mixed with water, spices, and sometimes honey. It was both energizing and quite sophisticated. This drink played a crucial role in their society, serving not only as nourishment, but also as a symbol of status and spiritual significance. As time passed, the use of cacao spread across cultures, leading to the chocolate we know and love today. Although modern chocolate is decidedly sweeter. From the ancient Mayans to modern-day chocolate lovers, cacao has always held a special place in our hearts, representing a rich history filled with cultural significance and indulgence. So next time you enjoy a piece of chocolate, remember its journey from a bitter drink cherished by the ancient Maya to a sweet treat loved around the world. What if I told you peanut butter is a star? This creamy delight holds a special place in the hearts of many Americans, featured in everything from classic sandwiches to decadent desserts. The iconic peanut butter and jelly sandwich has become a staple in lunchboxes across the United States, beloved for its sweet and salty flavor combination. But peanut butter isn't just for sandwiches. It boosts the taste of cookies, smoothies, and even savory dishes like Thai peanut sauce. Interestingly, while Americans can't get enough of this rich spread, it's less common in many other countries, where alternatives like almond or hazelnut spreads take center stage. This divisive love illustrates how food preferences can vary widely around the globe. Have you ever wondered why peanut butter didn't catch on everywhere, or how it became such a quintessential part of American culture? Guess what really drives your food choices? A fascinating study from 2017 revealed that lighting plays a major role in what we decide to eat. Researchers found that diners in brightly lit restaurants often choose healthier options, while those in dimly lit places tend to go for heavier, more indulgent meals. Bright lighting seems to elevate our mood and energy levels, helping us to make better choices that are more in tune with our health goals. In contrast, the cozy atmosphere of dim lighting can lead to indulging in calorie-rich foods as it creates a relaxed vibe, often making people less mindful of their nutritional decisions. So next time you're out to eat, pay attention to the lighting. It might just influence whether you grab a salad or a slice of cheesecake. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as illumination can sway our appetites? Most people don't know this, but birds are dinosaurs. It's astonishing to consider that the cheerful sparrow resting on your windowsill is linked to the fierce and powerful dinosaurs that once roamed the earth. Paleontologists have unveiled this incredible truth. Modern birds evolved from a group of small theropod dinosaurs, which includes the infamous Tyrannosaurus rex. Fossils such as Archaeopteryx, dating back 150 million years, showcase a fascinating blend of both bird and dinosaur features. This remarkable creature had feathers and wings vital for flight, but also sported claws and teeth that remind us of its predatory ancestry. Even more intriguing, genetic studies reveal that our common chickens harbor dormant dinosaur DNA, connecting them to their prehistoric relatives. Discovering feathers trapped in amber adds another layer of wonder, offering vibrant glimpses into the colors and textures of ancient life. Birds possess unique adaptations that their dinosaur ancestors did not, like lightweight bones that facilitate flight and a quick metabolism that supports their energetic lifestyles. So the next time a bird sings, remember, it's not just a simple chirp, it's a call that resonates through a remarkable 65 million years of evolution. Did you know Hong Kong is a gold hotspot? Surprisingly, this bustling city has no gold mines of its own, yet it shines as a major hub for gold and jewelry exports. So how does this work? The magic lies in its strategic location, allowing easy access to international markets, along with tax exemptions that make it incredibly attractive to investors and businesses. Hong Kong's bustling port and efficient logistics mean that gold and jewelry can flow in and out seamlessly, making it a preferred spot for major global brands. Home to renowned names like Chow Tai Fook and Luke Fook, the city boasts an impressive jewelry manufacturing industry known for its exceptional craftsmanship. As a result, many tourists and locals alike flock to its vibrant markets and boutiques in search of stunning pieces and great deals. With international investors continuously drawn to the city's unique advantages, Hong Kong solidifies its status as a glittering beacon in the world of gold and jewelry, proving that sometimes a place doesn't need to have resources to thrive. You won't believe this about China's time system. China is a massive country that stretches over 5 time zones, yet it operates on just one standardized national time. This means that everywhere in China, clocks tick at the same time. As a result, in some remote areas like Xinjiang, the sun can rise as late as 10 a.m. This unusual approach to timekeeping can make life interesting, especially for farmers and workers who rely on sunlight for their daily activities. Imagine having to start your day when the sun is just beginning to shine. While this system helps maintain uniformity across the country, it also leads to some awkward scheduling differences. For example, when it's lunchtime in Shanghai, people in the far northwest might still be in the morning, getting ready for their day. It's a fascinating example of how time can shape our experiences and routines. What if I told you about the giant glyptodon? This prehistoric mammal, which roamed South America around 10,000 years ago, was truly a sight to behold. Imagine an armadillo the size of a small car, like a Fiat 600, rolling through ancient landscapes. The glyptodon had a tough, protective shell that shielded it from predators, acting like its own personal fortress. Its reinforced tail was not just for show, it could be used as a weapon against attackers. Living in a world where saber-toothed cats roamed, the glyptodon needed every bit of armor it could muster. Evidence suggests it could weigh up to a ton, making it one of the largest known creatures of its time. Unfortunately, as the climate changed and humans started to encroach on their habitats, these fascinating animals went extinct. Isn't it amazing to think about the diverse creatures that once inhabited our planet? Did you know American POWs were near Hiroshima? For many years, it was a well-kept secret that some American prisoners of war were held in the vicinity of Hiroshima when the atomic bomb was dropped in 1945. This shocking fact highlights an often overlooked chapter of World War II history. After Japan's surrender, reports emerged that American soldiers were captured and imprisoned near this major historical site. The severity of their situation was compounded by the fact that they experienced the devastating effects of the atomic explosion. These POWs endured not only the horrors of war, but also the unimaginable aftermath of a nuclear bomb, making their story both heartbreaking and crucial to understanding the war's impact. Why have these men and their experiences remained largely in the shadows of history? Here's a wild fact about recycling energy. Did you know that recycling a single tin can can save enough energy to power a television for 3 hours? That's right. When we recycle, we're not just keeping trash out of landfills, we're also making a significant impact on energy conservation. Producing new aluminum cans from scratch requires a lot of energy, but recycling old cans drastically reduces that need. In fact, recycling aluminum uses 95% less energy than creating new aluminum. This energy savings means less fossil fuel consumption and reduced greenhouse gas emissions, which is great news for our planet. Each time you toss a can in the recycling bin, you help reduce energy use and contribute to a more sustainable future. Just imagine if everyone recycled just one can, how much energy we would save collectively. So the next time you enjoy a soda, think about what happens to that can after you're done. Are you ready to make a difference by recycling? Hard to believe, but questions are welcome here. In a world overflowing with information, it can be daunting to know where to start. This is why the speaker invites viewers to share their thoughts and questions in the comments. Engaging with the audience not only makes the experience interactive, but also helps clarify any confusing topics. By encouraging viewers to express their curiosity, the speaker ensures that no one feels left out. Plus, who doesn't love a good discussion? The speaker also hints at exciting future content, urging everyone to subscribe for more updates. This invitation to join the conversation fosters a community where learning thrives. Viewers can feel a sense of belonging as they feed their thirst for knowledge, knowing their input is valued. So why not dive into the comments and ask that burning question? Your thoughts could spark the next great topic. Turns out the truth is that street food excites. Nigeria's street food scene is a vibrant tapestry of flavors and culture, pulsating with life at every corner. In bustling markets, you can find vendors grilling spicy suya, which are skewers of marinated beef or chicken. The tantalizing aroma wafts through the air, drawing hungry passers-by with its irresistible scent. This beloved dish is often accompanied by fresh slices of onions and tomatoes, creating a delicious contrast. And let's not forget about jollof rice, a staple that has sparked passionate debates among fans across West Africa. This dish features rice simmered in a rich blend of tomatoes, peppers, and spices, resulting in a festive, flavor-packed delight. Jollof is often present at celebrations and gatherings, symbolizing togetherness and joy. Enjoying street food in Nigeria is more than just satisfying hunger. It's an immersive experience filled with laughter, music, and the dazzling colors of local markets. Each bite you take is rich with history and tradition. So if you ever wander through Nigeria, don't miss the chance to indulge in the street food scene. Your taste buds will thank you. Surprisingly, it's a fact that pigs sparked a war. The Pig War was a bizarre conflict between the United States and Britain that started over a single pig munching on some potatoes in 1859. On San Juan Island, which was claimed by both nations, a British man found his crops threatened by the wandering pig owned by an American settler. Frustrated, he shot the pig, which ignited tensions between British and American forces stationed nearby. Instead of settling the matter peacefully, both sides began to mobilize troops, leading to a standoff that lasted for years. Soldiers faced off, but no major battles occurred, and the conflict was ultimately resolved without bloodshed. The Pig War reminds us how a small incident can spiral into a larger dispute, showcasing the often unpredictable nature of history. Can you imagine a world where such a strange event led to a potential war? Did you know that cheese is a top stolen food? It's hard to believe, but around 4% of the world's cheese supply disappears each year due to theft. This surprising statistic shows just how much people love cheese, from creamy brie to sharp cheddar. Imagine walking through a grocery store and suddenly realizing that blocks of cheese are vanishing from the shelves. In some regions, cheese is so sought after that it's become a target for thieves looking to make a quick buck. Think about it. Cheese can be expensive, and with its delicious taste, it's no wonder people are willing to risk the law for it. This trend not only highlights the high demand for cheese, but also reflects its cultural significance across different cuisines. From pizza to pasta, cheese adds flavor and texture to countless dishes. So the next time you enjoy a cheesy meal, remember, you're part of a deliciously irresistible global phenomenon. Believe it or not, squids have unique donut-shaped brains. This fascinating creature's brain is structured like a donut, wrapping around its throat. This unusual anatomy plays a crucial role in how squids eat. When they consume something too big, their brain can get squished, literally. This compression could lead to serious injury or even death. Squids are clever creatures, capable of solving puzzles and using tools, but this peculiar brain structure poses a risk during feeding. Imagine trying to swallow something huge and having your brain squeezed. Their ability to hunt and feed on various prey like fish and crabs shows how essential this brain is for survival. Not only do squids rely on their brains for navigation and problem solving, but they also have to be cautious when it comes to their dining choices. So next time you see a squid, remember its unique brain isn't just for show, it's a vital part of its life and survival. Isn't nature full of surprises? Wolves are more flexible in love than you think. Although many people believe that wolves are strictly monogamous, they actually demonstrate surprising adaptability in their relationships. While these magnificent creatures do form strong pair bonds and often mate for life, they are not bound to a single partner forever. If a wolf's mate dies or cannot reproduce, it will actively seek a new companion. This behavior shows that their connections are largely driven by survival instincts and the need to ensure the continuation of their pack, rather than purely romantic feelings. By being adaptable in their partnerships, wolves ensure greater chances for successful reproduction and survival for their offspring. Understanding this aspect of wolf behavior helps us admire their resilience and the complexities of their social structures, reminding us that nature often prioritizes practicality over romance. Is the Great Wall of China really that incredible? This iconic structure was built primarily to protect against invasions and stretches across a variety of landscapes, including daunting mountains, vast deserts, and open plains. Construction began over 2,000 years ago, with numerous dynasties contributing to its evolution, adding impressive features like watchtowers, barracks, and fortresses along its length. Even though time has worn away parts of the wall, many sections have stood the test of time and remain well preserved, drawing millions of tourists each year. Visitors are often amazed by its grandeur and the sheer scale of engineering required to complete such a monumental project. Beyond its physical presence, the Great Wall symbolizes China's historical strength and innovation, showcasing the resilience of a culture that has thrived for centuries. Have you ever wondered how it was built? Why exactly does static electricity matter on Mars? The dissipation of static electricity is crucial for keeping sensitive instruments on the red planet free from dust. Mars is notorious for its dusty environment, and when static electricity builds up on surfaces, it attracts fine particles of dust. This accumulation can block important sensors and other delicate workings of scientific equipment, potentially leading to incorrect readings or malfunctions. Instruments like the Mars rovers need to operate flawlessly to gather data about the planet's geology and climate. To combat this, engineers design various methods to discharge static electricity, helping to ensure that dust does not accumulate on these vital tools. By understanding these electrical charges and finding ways to manage them, scientists enhance the chances of collecting clean, accurate data that reveals the mysteries of Mars. Isn't it fascinating how something as simple as static can play such a significant role in space exploration? Did you know tonsils can regenerate partially? This might surprise many people who think their tonsils are gone for good after surgery. When doctors remove tonsils, especially during a tonsillectomy, they often take out the majority of the tissue. However, if a small amount of tonsil tissue is left behind, there's a fascinating ability for that tissue to regenerate. This regeneration happens because the body's natural healing mechanisms kick in to restore tissue when it detects that part of it is still there. For kids and some adults, this means that even after surgery, they may notice some symptoms associated with tonsils, like swelling, which can indicate that the tissue is coming back. While this regenerating tissue may not always grow back to the size or function of the original tonsils, it shows just how remarkable our bodies can be in healing and adapting. This discovery challenges the common belief that tonsils are simply gone forever after surgery. Isn't the human body amazing? What if I told you AI can speed up drug discovery? In recent years, artificial intelligence algorithms have transformed the landscape of medicine, making the identification and development of new drugs much faster. Instead of the traditional trial and error methods, AI analyzes vast amounts of data to reveal potential candidates for new medications. One fascinating application is with oxytocin, often dubbed the love hormone. This powerful hormone is essential for creating trust, deepening attachments, and enhancing social interactions among people. By using AI to study oxytocin's effects, researchers can explore new therapeutic options for conditions like anxiety and autism. Imagine a world where breakthroughs in medicine occur at lightning speed, all thanks to cutting-edge technology. With AI at the forefront, we may soon see new treatments that improve lives in ways we never thought possible. What if I told you about hidden stories beneath us? The Earth holds countless narratives just waiting to be discovered, even after tragedies. When disaster strikes, it can reshape landscapes and obscure historical treasures lying just below the surface. Archaeologists and geologists often unearth relics that tell vivid tales of ancient civilizations, lost communities, and past environments. For instance, excavating a site after a natural disaster might reveal artifacts from a forgotten city or bones of extinct animals that roamed the Earth thousands of years ago. These discoveries remind us that the Earth is like a giant book, filled with chapters we have yet to read. Each layer of soil and stone has a story to tell, connecting us to our ancestors in the natural world. So next time you stroll through a park or walk down a street, think about what hidden histories might be resting just beneath your feet. Prepare to be amazed by H.H. Holmes's hotel. In 1886, the notorious H.H. Holmes built a 3-story hotel in Chicago, but this was no ordinary place of rest. Designed with devious intent, the hotel was a nightmarish maze of secret rooms, trapdoors, and even staircases that led nowhere. Holmes, often called America's first serial killer, lured unsuspecting guests to their doom within these walls. It is estimated that he was responsible for the deaths of over 200 people, making this establishment a chilling testament to evil. Guests often disappeared without a trace, raising suspicions and fear. The construction of such a creepy place was unique for its time and remains a haunting part of Chicago's history. Today, the story of Holmes's hotel continues to intrigue and terrify, reminding us of the dark side of humanity hidden in plain sight. How did he get away with it for so long? Here's a wild fact about holiday dinners. Did you know that turkey is a symbol of strength and abundance? This delicious bird is often served alongside hearty meats like goose, peacock, and venison during festive occasions. Turkeys made their way to Europe from the Americas in the 16th century and quickly gained popularity. Their impressive size and the ability to feed large gatherings made them perfect for celebrations. By the 19th century, turkey had claimed its spot as the favored meat for Christmas feasts, a trend further popularized by Charles Dickens' classic, A Christmas Carol. In the story, the Cratchit family's meal showcased turkey as a centerpiece, solidifying its association with holiday gatherings. So the next time you enjoy turkey during the holidays, remember its rich history and the joy it brings to family tables. You might be shocked to learn that bytes and nibbles exist. In the world of computing, understanding data is key, and that's where terms like byte and nibble come into play. A byte, which consists of 8 bits, is a fundamental unit of information in digital systems. Every time you see a letter on your screen or send a text, it's all about bytes. But here's a fun twist. 4 bits make up a smaller unit called a nibble. Why nibble? Think of it like a snack size of data, just enough to hold small pieces of information. Each bit, the tiniest unit, can be a 0 or a 1, and by combining these bits in different ways, computers can represent all types of information, from images to music. So the next time you're enjoying your favorite game or browsing the internet, remember that it all boils down to these basic building blocks of data, bytes, and nibbles. Understanding these terms not only enriches your tech knowledge, but also gives you insight into how digital devices communicate and process information. Can you believe a spacesuit costs $1 billion? This staggering price tag makes it the most expensive suit on Earth, outshining even the fanciest designer outfits. The bulk of the cost, approximately 70%, comes from the intricate backpack and control module that support astronauts in the harsh environment of space. These backpacks are packed with cutting-edge technology, keeping astronauts safe and comfortable while they float among the stars. What's even more fascinating is that NASA doesn't just toss these suits aside when they're done. Instead, they actively reuse suits dating back to 1974. This not only helps save money, but also emphasizes NASA's commitment to sustainability within their operations. Imagine wearing a suit that has been into the vastness of space and back. It's almost like a badge of honor. Each time a suit is refurbished, it undergoes rigorous checks to ensure it meets safety standards for the next mission. Who knew that what protects astronauts could be this costly yet so rich in history? Here's what actually happens when you visit a bank. In the 1980s, before the internet changed how we manage our money, around 25 million French people flocked to their local banks. These visits weren't just about withdrawing cash or depositing paychecks. They were social events. People gathered to chat with friends and neighbors, share news, and even catch up with their bank tellers. Without online banking or smartphones to connect them, these in-person interactions created a sense of community that many of us miss today. Banking was a vital part of daily life, where face-to-face communication reigned supreme. Although technology has made banking faster and often more convenient, it has also changed the way we interact. Modern banking has its perks like virtual transactions and 24/7 access to accounts. But will it ever capture the warmth of those lively gatherings at the bank counter? Guess what really drives moon landings in ocean depths? A fascinating fact shows that more people have stepped onto the moon than ventured into the Mariana Trench, Earth's deepest point. Since the Apollo missions kicked off in 1969, only 12 astronauts have walked on the lunar surface, while fewer than 10 brave explorers have made it to the bottom of the trench, which plunges around 36,000 feet below sea level. The extreme conditions in the trench, such as crushing pressures, icy temperatures, and complete darkness, make it a scary and tough place to explore. Astronauts prepare extensively and face their fears to travel to space, but the challenges of deep-sea exploration are just as daunting. Despite our advancements in technology, the ocean remains one of humanity's last frontiers, making those who dare to explore its depths even more remarkable. Why do you think we explore space more often than the ocean? Why exactly does human adaptability seem superhuman? Humans have an extraordinary knack for adjusting to all sorts of environments, a trait that sets us apart in the animal kingdom. Whether it's surviving freezing temperatures in the Arctic or thriving in scorching deserts, our bodies and minds are equipped to handle change. This remarkable adaptability is crucial for our survival. Think about how we can learn new languages, develop technologies, and modify our lifestyles to fit different situations. Our resilience shines through when facing challenges, whether they be natural disasters, health crises, or social upheavals. This ability to bounce back and thrive is like having superpowers, allowing us to not just survive but also flourish in varying conditions. From adapting our habits to embracing new cultures, our human journey showcases a versatile spirit that continually pulls us forward. What other incredible traits do we have up our sleeves? What if Coca-Cola's playful branding could inspire you? Coca-Cola has truly mastered the art of engaging with younger audiences through innovative and memorable marketing strategies. With their vibrant and fun advertisements, from iconic holiday campaigns featuring polar bears to exciting sponsorships of music festivals, the brand consistently captures the attention of teens and young adults. This playful approach not only makes their products appealing, but also creates a sense of community among consumers. By tapping into social media and interactive promotions, Coca-Cola invites its audience to participate, share, and celebrate together. Engaging with popular influencers who resonate with the youth has further boosted their relatability. This strategy reflects a deeper commitment to connecting with a demographic that values authenticity and creativity. As the company continues to evolve, their focus remains on blending fun with meaningful connections. So next time you pop open a Coke, think about how this playful branding is designed to put a smile on your face and connect you with a larger community. Let's uncover the truth about stronger hurricanes. Warmer oceans, fueled by climate change, are making hurricanes more intense. As ocean temperatures rise, water evaporates more quickly, sending extra moisture into the atmosphere. This process allows winds to gather even more water vapor and heat as they travel over the ocean. The result? Stronger winds and heavier rainfall. Studies show that over the past 50 years, the frequency of Category 4 and 5 hurricanes has doubled, and these powerful storms are likely to become more common in the future. With climate models predicting a continuation of this trend, regions hit by hurricanes are bracing for severe flooding and long-lasting damage. The storms bring not only destruction, but also raise concerns about the safety of communities and ecosystems. How can we prepare for these more intense hurricanes and protect our homes and loved ones? Did you know Lake Victoria feeds the Nile River? This massive lake in Africa is not just a beautiful natural wonder. It also has a rich history connected to the Nile, one of the world's longest rivers. Lake Victoria is the largest lake in Africa and acts as a crucial source for the Nile, supplying it with fresh water. The Nile has been vital for civilizations for thousands of years, providing a water source, transportation routes, and fertile land for agriculture. Ancient Egyptians famously relied on the Nile's annual flooding to enrich their lands, allowing them to cultivate crops like wheat and barley. This made it possible for one of history's most impressive civilizations to thrive along its banks. Today, Lake Victoria supports millions of people who depend on it for fishing and farming, but it also faces challenges like pollution and climate change. The lake's health is intertwined with the Nile's future and the well-being of countless communities. Understanding this connection helps us appreciate the lake's significance in both history and modern life. Did you know about the giant beluga sturgeon? This incredible fish is not only the largest freshwater fish in the world, but also a fascinating marvel of nature. Weighing in at around 409 pounds and stretching nearly 8.75 yards, the beluga sturgeon can be as long as a small bus. These ancient fish have been swimming the waters of the Caspian and Black Seas for millions of years, making them a living link to our planet's past. With their elongated bodies and distinctively flat snouts, they stand out in any river. However, despite their impressive size, beluga sturgeons face serious threats, primarily due to overfishing and habitat loss. Once abundant, these majestic creatures are now considered endangered, prompting numerous conservation efforts to protect their habitat and ensure their survival. So the next time you think about fish, remember the beluga sturgeon and its fascinating story. Can you imagine seeing such a giant gliding gracefully through the water? Guess how heavy a single cloud really is? A single cloud can weigh over 1,000,000 pounds, which sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true, clouds are made up of tiny water droplets, or ice crystals, and although they look light and fluffy, their combined weight can be staggering. Imagine the weight of an elephant or even a small car, all floating in the sky. This incredible phenomenon happens because the weight of the cloud is balanced by buoyant forces from the surrounding air. The air beneath the cloud pushes upwards, helping it to stay afloat despite its massive weight. This dance between gravity pulling down and air pressure pushing up is what allows clouds to drift lazily across the sky, creating beautiful scenes on sunny days or looming storms. If clouds were heavy enough that buoyancy couldn't support them, they would simply fall to the ground. So next time you look up and see those fluffy formations, remember that they're not just pretty, they're also extraordinary feats of nature floating high above us. Disney takes a giant leap into China. In a thrilling move, Disney opened its first theme park in mainland China, a milestone that highlights the company's ambitious plans for international growth. Located in Shanghai, this park is designed to attract millions of visitors, thanks to the rapidly expanding Chinese middle class. As more families in China enjoy higher disposable incomes, Disney aims to capture their hearts with a magical experience filled with rides, entertainment, and beloved characters. The park boasts state-of-the-art attractions, hotels, restaurants, and shops, all set within a beautifully themed environment that reflects both Disney's iconic storytelling and Chinese culture. This significant step shows how companies like Disney are keen on adapting to new markets and creating unique experiences for local visitors. By investing in such a vast complex, Disney is not just building a theme park. It's forming a long-term connection with Chinese families who are eager for exciting entertainment options. Will this strategy pay off in creating the happiest place on earth for millions more? Uncle Sam's surprising origins you might not know. The iconic figure of Uncle Sam actually traces back to Samuel Wilson, a meat trader from New York. In the early 19th century, during the War of 1812, Wilson supplied barrels of beef to the United States Army. He stamped the boxes with U.S. to signify government property, but soldiers playfully began to associate the mark with Wilson himself. They started to call him Uncle Sam, a nickname that stuck and evolved into the friendly symbol of the U.S. we recognize today. This character, with his tall hat and star-spangled suit, became a representation of American patriotism and pride. Over the years, Uncle Sam has appeared in countless posters, advertisements, and even films, urging citizens to enlist in the military or buy war bonds. His image has transformed into a powerful icon of American culture, embodying the spirit of unity and determination. Next time you see Uncle Sam, remember the interesting story behind his creation and the man who inspired it. Meet the stunning betta fish from Southeast Asia. This beautiful creature, also known as betta splendens, is celebrated for its vibrant colors and long, flowing fins that resemble delicate wings. Originally found in the warm waters of Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam, the betta fish has become a favorite among aquarists around the globe. Their mesmerizing appearance isn't their only charm. They also have interesting personalities. Many betta fish exhibit unique behaviors, showing both curiosity and territorial tendencies. While males are renowned for their elaborate displays, especially when competing for attention, females have their own charm with softer hues and graceful shapes. Unfortunately, this beauty comes with a catch. Male bettas can't be kept together due to their aggressive nature. This makes them perfect for individual tanks where they can thrive without stress. If you're thinking about adding a betta fish to your home, you'll not only enjoy its striking visuals but also its engaging antics. Truly a captivating pet for fish enthusiasts. Here's what actually happens when jukeboxes propose. Some creative individuals have taken marriage proposals to a whole new level by using jukeboxes. This unique method involves programming the jukebox to play a series of romantic love songs right before popping the big question. Imagine the scene: the soft glow of the jukebox lights, the nostalgic crackle of vinyl, and then that perfect love song filling the air as the proposer gets ready to ask their partner to marry them. It's a delightful blend of surprise and sentiment, making the moment unforgettable. This unconventional approach not only stirs emotions, but also brings back fond memories associated with beloved tunes. Whether it's a classic ballad or a contemporary hit, music has a powerful way of connecting people. So next time you're thinking of a proposal, why not let a jukebox serenade your love story? Why exactly does sugar have such a fascinating history? It all started in India, where the world's first refined sugar was developed around 510 BC. Imagine this. Ancient Indians discovered a way to extract and purify sugar from sugarcane, creating a sweetener that would eventually change the culinary landscape forever. At that time, they mastered techniques that made sugar not just a rare luxury, but a more widely available ingredient. This innovation allowed sweetness to spread beyond regional borders and influence cuisines all over the globe. Before refined sugar, people relied on honey or fruits to satisfy their sweet cravings, which were often limited by availability. Sugar quickly gained popularity and became a vital part of cultural practices, desserts, and even medicine. Today, sugar is everywhere, from our morning coffee to snacks we can't resist, and it all traces back to that early ingenuity in India. Isn't it amazing how a simple idea reshaped the world? Hard to believe, but shooting stars aren't stars. They are actually meteors zipping through our atmosphere. When tiny rocks or particles from space collide with the Earth's atmosphere at incredible speeds, they heat up due to friction with the air. This intense heat causes them to glow brightly, creating the stunning streaks of light we admire in the night sky. Most meteors are smaller than a grain of sand, and they burn up completely before reaching the ground. Each night, dozens of these meteors might enter our atmosphere, providing a beautiful light show. Did you know that you can sometimes catch a glimpse of these meteors during special meteor showers? Events like the Perseids or Geminids fill the sky with dozens of shooting stars each hour. So next time you see a shooting star, remember it's not a star at all, but a little piece of the cosmos making a spectacular entry. Surprisingly, starlight reveals the universe's hidden shapes. When astronomers peer through telescopes, they uncover a dazzling array of celestial bodies, including stars that exhibit fascinating shapes. One such star appears bowl-shaped, resembling a magnificent parabola. This unique form is not only stunning, but also helps scientists understand the complex structures of stars. As light travels from these distant celestial objects, it carries vital information about their composition and behavior. By analyzing this starlight, researchers can explore planets, stars, and galaxies, piecing together the cosmic puzzle of our universe. Each telescope vision offers a new glimpse into the mysteries of space, provoking questions about how these stars formed and what they can teach us. With advanced technology constantly improving, who knows what surprising discoveries await as we gaze deeper into the cosmos. Believe it or not, Perth is the most remote city. Nestled in Western Australia, Perth stands out as the world's most geographically isolated major city, making it a fascinating destination for adventurers and travelers alike. The nearest city with over 100,000 people is actually more than 1,300 miles away, which is about the distance from London to New York City. This distance sets Perth apart, creating a unique vibe where the ocean meets vast outback landscapes. Because of its isolation, Perth has developed a strong local culture characterized by beautiful beaches, gourmet food, and a vibrant art scene. Despite being far from other urban centers, Perth offers plenty of excitement. From stunning sunsets over the Indian Ocean to exploring the nearby wineries of the Swan Valley. So, if you're looking for a city that feels like its own little world, Perth could be the perfect spot for your next adventure. Let's uncover the truth about cow teeth. Cows have a unique dental structure that sets them apart from many other animals. While humans have teeth both above and below, cows only possess 32 incisors in their lower jaw. But here's the interesting part. Instead of having upper teeth, cows have a tough, rough pad that plays a crucial role in their eating habits. This specialized adaptation is tailored for their herbivorous diet, as it helps them efficiently chew grass and other vegetation. When cows graze, they skillfully use this dental structure to crush and tear apart plant material, maximizing the nutrients they can extract from their food. This is essential not just for their health, but also for helping maintain the grasslands they inhabit. Grazing allows cows to keep the grass healthy and even supports a diverse ecosystem. So next time you see a cow munching away, remember that its unique teeth play a vital role in its life and the environment. Step onto the world's longest curved bridge. The Louise Sky Bridge in Malaysia is a marvel of engineering, stretching an impressive 410 feet across the stunning landscape of Machine Chong Mountain. Perched at a breathtaking height of 2,196 feet, this bridge not only boasts the title of the longest curved bridge globally, but also serves as a spectacular viewpoint. As you walk along its sleek design, you are treated to panoramic views of the lush jungle below, making it a favorite spot for adventurers and nature lovers alike. Imagine standing atop this architectural wonder, feeling the cool mountain breeze and soaking in the vibrant greens of the surrounding flora. The bridge's unique curvature adds to the thrill, designed to blend seamlessly with the natural scenery. Whether you're snapping photos or simply enjoying the view, the experience promises to be unforgettable. So, if you're searching for a unique adventure that combines nature and engineering, the Louise Sky Bridge is a must-visit destination. Discover the surprising truth about Tesla's Summon Mode. This innovative feature is designed for cars to park themselves or navigate tight spaces with minimal driver intervention. However, while the concept sounds futuristic and convenient, reality has shown it can lead to some unexpected and comical moments. Users have reported instances where their Tesla vehicles miscalculate and scrape against curbs or bump into other objects, creating laughable scenarios. Imagine watching your car awkwardly trying to park itself, only to end up stuck in a tight spot or making an unintentional friend with a nearby light pole. This unpredictable behavior raises important questions about the reliability of autonomous technology. As Tesla continues to refine this feature, it sparks conversations about the balance between convenience and the safety of such innovations. Are we ready to trust our cars to park themselves, or do these mishaps suggest we still have a long way to go? Prepare to be amazed by Bonzi Buddy's dark secret. Bonzi Buddy was a quirky virtual desktop assistant launched in 1999, designed to help users with computer tasks while charming them with its animated purple gorilla persona. Many users enjoyed its playful features, but trouble brewed when it was discovered that Bonzi Buddy collected personal information without consent. This invasion of privacy shocked users and led to it being labeled as spyware. The fallout was swift and serious. The creators faced a hefty $75,000 fine for their dubious practices. By 2004, Bonzi Buddy was discontinued, leaving behind a mixed legacy of nostalgia and caution. It serves as a reminder that even the most fun-sounding software can have hidden dangers. Today, we must remain vigilant about the apps we use and the permission they request, ensuring our digital lives stay safe and secure. Did you know red bell peppers beat oranges in vitamin C? It's true, while we often think of oranges as the go-to source for this essential vitamin, a single medium red bell pepper packs over 150 milligrams of vitamin C compared to just 70 milligrams in an orange. This incredible nutrient is crucial for boosting our immune system, promoting healthy skin, and helping our bodies absorb iron effectively. Moreover, red bell peppers aren't just about vitamin C. They add a vibrant splash of color and a mildly sweet flavor to a variety of dishes. Whether tossed in a salad, grilled, or stuffed, they offer countless delicious ways to boost your nutrition. So next time you're reaching for a snack or thinking about dinner, consider adding some colorful peppers to your plate. Isn't it fantastic how such a simple choice can contribute to better health? Did you know about the oldest picture of a person? This remarkable photograph captures a baby, marking not only the youngest moment of their life, but also the very first image ever taken of them. Imagine a tiny infant, eyes wide with wonder, forever frozen in time by a camera from the past. This unique aspect of the photo highlights a fascinating idea. Every image we take of someone is their young self at that specific moment, yet the very first picture is also the oldest. The first photograph of a person was taken in 1838 by visionary Louis Daguerre. It's amazing to think how technology started with capturing such simple beginnings. Each snapshot we take builds a timeline of someone's life, revealing how they grow and change over time. So next time you look at an old photo, remember it might just be someone's oldest memory. How cool is that? This might surprise you, a punctuation mark for irony. The percontation point is a fascinating piece of punctuation history, designed to indicate sarcasm or irony. Proposed by printer Henry Denham in the 1580s, this unique mark aimed to provide clarity in written communication, much like how we use emojis today. Imagine reading a sentence and instantly knowing whether it's meant to be taken seriously or with a wink. Although the percontation point never caught on, its creative spirit lives on in our digital age, where emojis and GIFs fill the gaps left by the written word. In a time when expression often gets lost through text, Denham's innovation reminds us that communication is about tone as well as meaning. What if the world embraced more punctuation like this one? The exploration of language continues to evolve, constantly seeking new ways to convey feelings and nuances. Did you know Hokinga Steve lived 55 extra years? Despite being diagnosed with a terminal illness in the 1960s, Hokinga stunned everyone by not only surviving, but thriving. Instead of succumbing to the grim prognosis, he embraced life, celebrating his 76th birthday in 2018. During those remarkable years, the world of physics witnessed incredible advancements, from the discovery of gravitational waves to breakthroughs in quantum computing. Steve's journey serves as an inspiring reminder of resilience, showing how human spirit can challenge medical expectations. His life story feels like a testament to hope, demonstrating that even in the face of daunting challenges, one can find joy and purpose. Who wouldn't be inspired by someone who defies the odds against all expectations? Hokinga's legacy encourages us to appreciate every moment and embrace the unpredictability of life. Is it really true that Ramses counted sugar grains? Venezuelan TikToker Ramses took on an incredible challenge, counting every single grain of sugar in a kilogram. It took him over 144 hours, but his dedication paid off when he discovered that there are approximately 20,377 grains of sugar in just 1 kilogram. This astonishing feat not only showcased his patience, but also grabbed the attention of viewers around the world, leading to a viral video that had everyone buzzing. Ramses meticulously documented his process, showing how long it took and the methods he used. His clever experiment turned a simple kitchen staple into a trending topic on social media, sparking discussions about measurement, patience, and even the science behind sugar. Who knew counting grains could be so captivating? This unique endeavor challenges our perception of everyday items, reminding us that even the smallest tasks can lead to something extraordinary. Let's uncover the truth about Gaia BH1, the closest known black hole to Earth, located about 1,600 light-years away. This stellar mass black hole fascinated scientists because it gives us a glimpse into the life cycle of stars. Gaia BH1 formed when a massive star reached the end of its life and collapsed under its own gravity. This dramatic process creates a dense object with a gravitational pull so strong that not even light can escape it. Imagine how strange and mysterious it must be to exist near such a powerful entity. Scientists discovered Gaia BH1 using data from the European Space Agency's Gaia mission, which maps the positions and movements of stars in our galaxy. With this black hole being relatively close in cosmic terms, studying it helps researchers understand more about black holes in general and their role in the universe. What secrets does Gaia BH1 hold for us? Did you know some babies are born with teeth? This surprising phenomenon, known as natal teeth, occurs in about 1 in every 2,000 births. These teeth are different from the typical baby teeth that usually come in around 6 months of age. Natal teeth can actually be present in the newborn's mouth at birth or can appear shortly afterward. They often emerge from the gum line, catching parents and medical professionals off guard. While these tiny teeth might seem like a curious rarity, they can also come with challenges. For example, they may need to be removed if they're loose or causing discomfort for the baby. Interestingly, natal teeth are more common in certain cultures and can sometimes be associated with other health conditions. Regardless, every baby is unique, and these little pearly whites certainly add a distinct twist to their arrival. Discover how $1 million changes lives in the Sioux tribe. Members of the Shako P. Madawakanton Sioux Indian tribe receive about $1 million each year from their casino profits. This remarkable payout is a direct result of successful businesses like the Mystic Lake Casino, which has become a major player in Minnesota's gaming industry. The funds help provide essential services such as education, healthcare, and housing for the tribe, enabling members to thrive in various aspects of life. Imagine the impact of such financial support. Members can pursue higher education, start businesses, or invest in their communities. This financial model showcases how gaming revenue can significantly improve the lives of indigenous peoples while maintaining cultural integrity. As other tribes consider similar ventures, the Shako P. Madawakanton Sioux tribe stands as a shining example of what is possible when communities harness resources for their benefit. Ever thought about that little table in your pizza box? This small white plastic invention, known as a pizza saver, was created in 1974 to solve a simple but annoying problem: how to keep the pizza from being squished by the box lid. Imagine opening up a pizza only to find it stuck to the top of the box. That would ruin the meal. The clever design of the pizza saver is shaped like a tripod, allowing it to stand up while supporting the pizza above. It doesn't just keep the cheese and toppings intact, it also helps manage steam that can cause sogginess. Surprisingly, this tiny device has become an iconic part of pizza culture, often overlooked amidst the delicious toppings. Next time you enjoy a slice, take a moment to appreciate the thought that went into such a simple object. It's amazing how a small solution can make a big difference in your pizza experience. Who knew that a little piece of plastic could have such a tasty impact? This might surprise you. Germany charges for unused services. In Germany, residents must pay fees not just for using services, but even for the mere possibility of using them. This means that individuals are billed for TV and radio fees, regardless of whether they own a television or radio. This practice is intended as a precautionary measure, ensuring that resources can be allocated for public broadcasting. While some see it as a fair way to guarantee funding for quality programming, others argue it's unfair to pay for something you don't use. This approach highlights the balance between public service funding and individual rights. Many countries have different systems of financing public broadcasting. So how does this shape the media landscape? Could such a model work in other places, or would it be met with resistance? Did you know gingerbread houses originated in Germany? This delightful tradition began long ago and became a beloved holiday craft, especially after the brothers Grimm published their famous fairy tale, Hansel and Gretel. In the story, children stumble upon a house made entirely of candy and sweets, sparking imaginations everywhere. As German immigrants journeyed to America, they brought this sugary tradition with them, turning it into a fun family activity during the holiday season. Today, making gingerbread houses is a cherished pastime in many households where creativity knows no bounds. You can find everything from classic designs to modern masterpieces. Families gather around the table, decorating their homes with icing, candy canes, gumdrops, and other colorful treats, making each creation unique. It's a festive way to bond, share stories, and celebrate the magic of the season. So next time you admire a gingerbread house, remember its enchanting roots and the joy it has brought to many over the years. You might be shocked to learn that hiccups can last decades. Charles Osborne, an American man, made headlines when he experienced hiccups for nearly 70 years. Imagine hiccuping more than 40 times a minute. This strange condition began in 1922 after a serious accident. For him, it wasn't just an occasional annoyance. It became a daily challenge that affected his life in countless ways. Despite seeing doctors and trying various remedies, Osborne couldn't find relief. He learned to live with this quirky health issue, even joining a sideshow to share his story with the world. Remarkably, after all those years, the hiccups stopped unexpectedly in 1990. Osborne's journey shows us how unpredictable our health can be and reminds us of the resilience of the human spirit. Can you imagine facing such a peculiar challenge for most of your life? Is it really true that a giant moon model exists? Luke Jerram, a talented artist and space enthusiast, created a stunning 23-foot scale model of the moon, and it captures a remarkable level of detail. His model showcases the lunar surface's features, including craters, mountains, and valleys, just like we see in actual photographs of the moon. By using a special 3D printing technique, Jerram was able to reproduce the moon's landscape with impressive accuracy. This model serves not only as an artistic representation, but also as an educational tool, helping people of all ages understand more about our closest celestial neighbor. Visitors to science centers and museums often marvel at the lifelike details, gaining insight into the moon's geography and geology. Imagine walking alongside a model that represents real features like the Sea of Tranquility and Tycho crater. Jerram's creation invites us to explore the wonders of space and inspires future generations of astronomers and scientists. Have you ever seen anything like it? Surprisingly, it's a fact that water can burn. In 2010, a shocking incident unfolded during the cleanup of a massive oil spill in China. Firefighters faced a challenging situation as they attempted to control the hazardous spill. Unfortunately, while using water to douse the flames, they accidentally ignited the highly flammable oil, creating a surreal scene where the water appeared to be ablaze. This bizarre event arose because the oil slick on the surface caught fire, and the flames were fueled by the oil beneath. The firefighters, caught off guard, must have felt like they were in a science fiction movie, with water seeming to defy its usual nature as a fire extinguisher. This incident highlights the dangers of oil spills and how they can turn even the most fundamental elements, like water, into unexpected hazards. Have you ever thought about the wild consequences of something as simple as an oil spill? Let's uncover the truth about cultural ballet. This exciting dance form mixes traditional ballet techniques with regional cultural elements, creating a vibrant experience that showcases the emotions and heritage of diverse communities. Traditional ballet may seem strict and formal, but when enriched with local dance styles, it transforms into something dynamic and expressive. For instance, imagine graceful ballet movements infused with the rhythmic footwork of a folk dance or the storytelling of a cultural performance. This fusion doesn't just entertain, it serves as a living expression of identity, connecting performers and audiences to their cultural roots. Each performance invites viewers to appreciate the beauty of different traditions, making cultural ballet a celebration of diversity. With every leap and turn, dancers not only showcase their skills, but also share the stories and emotions that define their heritage. Isn't it fascinating how dance can bridge cultures? You might be shocked to learn that copper turns green. This fascinating transformation comes from a process called oxidation. When copper is exposed to air and moisture, it reacts with carbon dioxide, forming a green layer known as verdigris. But there's more to this stunning change than meets the eye. Verdigris is actually a protective barrier made of copper carbonate, which prevents the underlying metal from corroding further. This doesn't just happen overnight, it can take years for that vivid green patina to develop. The term verdigris even has a storied history, deriving from the French phrase that means green of Greece. Not only does this beautiful layer enhance the aesthetic appeal of statues and structures, but it also tells a story about the environmental conditions around that copper. Have you ever seen a statue or a roof with that striking green hue? Believe it or not, turkeys can change color. These fascinating birds have a unique skill that many people don't realize. When turkeys get excited or engage in mating displays, their head and neck skin can shift through vibrant shades of red, blue, and white. This colorful transformation is more than just a pretty sight. It plays a crucial role in how they communicate their emotional states. For instance, a bright red hue often indicates excitement or aggression, while a more muted tone might signify calmness. During breeding seasons, males strut their colorful necks to attract females, showcasing their health and vitality. This vivid display is a form of nonverbal communication that helps establish their social dynamics. So the next time you see a turkey, take a closer look at its colorful head and neck. It's not just decoration, but a captivating display of emotion and attraction. Surprisingly, it's a fact that ice comes in types. Did you know that there are various forms of ice, each depending on how water molecules align under certain conditions? For example, Ice 2 and Ice 5 are denser than the regular ice we see in our daily lives. These special types of ice can naturally form in extreme environments like Europa, a fascinating moon of Jupiter. When scientists study these different ice types, they gain valuable insights into how water behaves beyond Earth. This knowledge is crucial for exploring planetary geology, as it reveals how water plays a role in shaping other worlds. Additionally, understanding these forms of ice can enhance our comprehension of deep-sea ecosystems and the physics of water itself. All of this not only broadens our perspective on the universe, but also deepens our appreciation for the simple yet complex molecule we rely on every day: water. Here's a wild fact about Norway's thrilling Bolten. Adventurous hikers flock to Bolten, a unique rock formation that dangles dramatically between two towering cliffs, offering the ultimate adrenaline rush. Suspended over a staggering drop of 3,228 feet, this daring spot is perfect for those looking to capture breathtaking photos that showcase the incredible cliffside views. While standing on this precarious perch, many hikers feel a mix of exhilaration and fear, making the experience unforgettable. However, it's important to remember that this risky endeavor comes with its fair share of dangers, like strong winds and loose stones. Safety precautions are crucial, yet many thrill seekers are drawn to the challenge. The allure of posing on the edge of this stunning rock makes it a must-visit destination for adventure lovers and photographers alike. Would you dare to step out onto Bolten? What if I told you caterpillars can see color? As these fascinating creatures transform into butterflies or moths, their eyes undergo an incredible change. During metamorphosis, caterpillars, which are primarily focused on munching leaves, start to develop new structures in their eyes that become more sophisticated. This transformation allows them to detect colors and patterns, boosting their ability to navigate and survive once they emerge as adults. Nature's adaptability is truly remarkable, as it equips these insects with enhanced visual skills just when they need them most. For instance, spotting bright flowers can help them find essential nectar, which is crucial for their diet. This shift in vision highlights how evolution has shaped the lives of insects in extraordinary ways. So the next time you see a butterfly fluttering by, remember that the tiny caterpillar it once was now has a whole new world of color to explore. Why exactly does no one climb Kailash Mountain? This majestic peak in Tibet, towering at 21,778 feet, remains untouched by climbers, not because of its difficulty, but due to a strict prohibition enforced by Chinese authorities. Kailash holds deep spiritual significance for both Hindu and Buddhist cultures, considered to be the earthly manifestation of Mount Meru, the center of the universe in Hindu cosmology. Many believe that climbing this sacred mountain would not only be disrespectful, but could also disturb its spiritual essence. As a result, the region attracts thousands of pilgrims and tourists eager to witness its beauty and partake in rituals instead of attempting to conquer it. The reverence for Kailash reflects a unique harmony between nature and spirituality, inviting us to appreciate the mountain not as a challenge to be conquered, but as a profound symbol of faith and respect. Isn't it fascinating how cultures intertwine with natural landmarks? Can you imagine a day on Mercury? A day on Mercury lasts about 14 Earth hours and 8 Earth minutes, showcasing the planet's extraordinary rotational speed. Unlike our home planet, Mercury spins on its axis very slowly compared to its orbit around the Sun. This unique rotation means that a single day from one sunrise to the next is much longer than a day on Earth. In fact, while it takes about 59 Earth days for Mercury to complete one full rotation, its year, or the time it takes to orbit the Sun, is just 88 Earth days. This peculiar setup leads to some extreme temperature variations, where daytime can soar to a scorching 800 degrees Fahrenheit, 427 degrees Celsius, while nighttime can drop to a frigid 330 degrees Fahrenheit, 201 degrees Celsius. Imagine experiencing such dramatic shifts in temperature in daylight. Mercury's unusual day and night cycle challenges our understanding of how planets can behave differently in our solar system. Isn't space just mind-blowing? Most people don't know this, but diamonds can shatter. Diamonds are celebrated as the hardest natural substance on Earth, proudly earning a perfect score of 10 on the Mohs scale of mineral hardness. This exceptional strength comes from their unique crystal structure, which makes them incredibly resistant to scratching. However, don't be fooled into thinking they're indestructible. Under certain conditions, diamonds can be surprisingly fragile. If struck with enough force, they can chip or even shatter, revealing a softer side to these seemingly invincible gems. This dual nature surprises many. While you might see diamonds as perfect for enduring everyday wear, they require some TLC to maintain their beauty. So when wearing diamond jewelry, be mindful of where and how you wear it. Protect these precious stones from hard hits and rough surfaces to keep them looking stunning for years to come. Can you imagine a tool that comes back to you? The word boomerang actually means replay in the traditional Aboriginal language, perfectly highlighting its unique ability to return when thrown properly. This remarkable device, originally used by Indigenous Australians, has a fascinating history that stretches back over 20,000 years. Initially crafted for hunting and ceremonial purposes, boomerangs come in an amazing variety of shapes and sizes, each designed for specific tasks. For example, some are made for long-distance flight, while others are tailored for short-range shooting. The design reflects not only the ingenuity of Aboriginal cultures, but also their deep understanding of aerodynamics and physics. Throwing a boomerang involves skill. You need to master the right technique to make it soar through the air and gracefully return to your hand. This iconic tool doesn't just serve a practical function, it also connects to cultural traditions and storytelling among Aboriginal peoples. So next time you see someone throw a boomerang, remember the history and skill behind this incredible invention. Prepare to be amazed by stingrays' hidden venoms. Did you know that stingrays have a unique way of delivering venom through specially designed structures on their bodies? These structures, called modified dermal denticles, work like tiny stingers located on their tails. When a stingray feels threatened, it can use these stingers to inject venom produced in specialized secretory cells. This venom can cause pain and swelling, serving as a defense mechanism against predators. Interestingly, the stingrays don't want to sting humans and usually only do so when they feel cornered or scared. Their ability to deliver venom is a fascinating example of how nature has equipped these beautiful creatures to survive in the ocean. So next time you see a stingray gliding gracefully through the water, remember there's more than meets the eye. Believe it or not, ice cream cones were invented in 1896. Italo Marcioni, an Italian immigrant, made a sweet change to our favorite frozen treat. Before this, people often enjoyed ice cream from bowls or cups, which wasn't quite as fun. Marcioni wanted to create something easy to hold and eat while strolling. He ingeniously designed a pastry-like cone that perfectly cradled a scoop of ice cream, allowing folks to enjoy their dessert on the go. This brilliant invention quickly became a hit at fairs and ice cream shops across the United States. The cone not only made ice cream more portable, but also added an exciting crunch to the creamy delight. Today, ice cream cones come in all shapes and sizes, and they hold everything from classic vanilla to fancy sundaes. Imagine summer days filled with laughter and the messy joy of ice cream dripping down your hand. Thanks to Marcioni, ice cream cones are a beloved staple that makes every scoop even more delightful. Who wouldn't love a tasty treat served in a crispy cone? You might be surprised by Nigeria's blue monster. In the Nigerian version of its amastrate, this peculiar blue creature has a fascinating twist. Instead of a love for biscuits, it's obsessed with signs. This monster, often portrayed as a playful yet mischievous character, spends its days roaming the vibrant streets, searching for signs. Be they road signs, store signs, or even artistic graffiti. The legend suggests that the blue monster believes these signs hold secrets to understanding the world better. Children and adults alike have enjoyed sharing stories about encounters with this creature, often leading to lessons about the importance of communication and awareness of our surroundings. The blue monster's obsession not only adds a unique touch to local folklore, but also encourages curiosity, sparking conversations about what we notice in our daily lives. So the next time you're out and about, take a moment to notice the signs around you. Who knows, you might just catch a glimpse of the blue monster in action. Why exactly does Lake Mercer hide ancient bacteria? In 2019, scientists made an astonishing discovery when they extracted water from Lake Mercer, a mysterious subglacial lake in Antarctica. This lake lies beneath sheets of ice and had been sealed off for over 10,000 years. When researchers analyzed the water, they found live bacteria that had survived in this icy prison. Even more incredible, they managed to revive these ancient microbes in the laboratory. This breakthrough has profound implications for our understanding of life on Earth and possibly beyond. It raises questions about how life can endure in extreme conditions, hinting at the resilience of organisms. Additionally, studying these ancient bacteria may help scientists learn about past climate conditions and the effects of climate change today. What other secrets lie beneath the ice waiting to be discovered? Here's a wild fact about the Asian wild dog, also known as the coupe en deuil. This fascinating carnivorous mammal thrives in groups, showcasing an incredible ability to adapt to various environments. Found predominantly in the forested and mountainous regions of South and Southeast Asia, the Asian wild dog is not just a loner, but a social creature. They live in packs that exhibit complex structures which allow them to hunt efficiently and ensure survival. These dogs communicate and cooperate remarkably well, working together to track prey and protect their territory. Their strong social bonds contribute greatly to their hunting success, as they can take down bigger animals than one could alone. Isn't it amazing how teamwork plays a vital role in the lives of these animals? Understanding their behavior can offer a glimpse into the intricate dynamics of nature. What if I told you meatballs have a royal secret? Swedish meatballs, a beloved dish often enjoyed at IKEA, actually trace their roots back to Turkey. In the early 1800s, King Charles III of Sweden returned from his military campaigns with a taste for this delicious dish. He introduced the recipe to his homeland, where it was warmly embraced and quickly rebranded as a Swedish classic. This clever rebranding helped obscure its Turkish origins. Today, these savory meatballs are served with creamy gravy, lingonberry sauce, and often paired with mashed potatoes, making them a staple at Swedish celebrations. The combination of spices and flavors reflects both the Turkish influence and the Swedish palate. So next time you savor a meatball at IKEA, remember its fascinating journey through history and appreciate the royal twist in a dish beloved worldwide. Discover the fascinating tale of King Midas. This ancient story highlights the paradox of wealth and desire, beautifully illustrated by the philosopher Aristotle. King Midas was granted a wish that everything he touched would turn to gold, seemingly a dream come true. However, this wish quickly turned into a nightmare when he discovered that even his food and drink transformed into gold, leaving him hungry and thirsty. The delight of wealth turned to despair as he realized that the power of his touch was a curse rather than a blessing. Aristotle emphasized this crucial lesson. The pursuit of wealth for its own sake can lead to unhappiness. Midas's story serves as a compelling reminder that sometimes what we desire most can come with surprising consequences. Are we truly prepared for what we wish for? 3D advertisements are taking the world by storm. These eye-catching displays, especially in vibrant places like New York City, have transformed how brands capture our attention. Using advanced technology, 3D ads create stunning visual effects that make images seem to pop out and even interact with their surroundings. This innovation doesn't just showcase a product, it offers a memorable experience that sticks with viewers long after they've seen it. Imagine walking down a busy street and suddenly seeing a giant soda can appear, as if it's about to roll right into you. This kind of engagement is why advertisers are increasingly adopting 3D technology to stand out in a crowded marketplace. Not only do these ads entertain, but they also create a strong emotional connection with the audience, making them more likely to remember the brand. As technology continues to evolve, who knows what jaw-dropping advertising experiences await us in the future? With every new project, creators push the boundaries of what's possible, inviting us to look at advertising in a whole new light. Did you know the Jeffersonia plant honors Thomas Jefferson? This beautiful plant is a tribute to the former U.S. president, thanks to botanist Benjamin Smith Barton, who identified it in 1792. Jefferson was not just a statesman, he had a deep passion for botany and plants, which he explored through his gardens and writings. He even corresponded with fellow naturalists about various plant species, spread across his estate at Monticello. Barton, recognizing Jefferson's enthusiasm, chose to name the plant Jeffersonia as a sign of respect for his contributions to the field. This plant, often found in shaded areas of woodlands, boasts delicate white flowers that bloom in the spring, making it a beautiful sight to behold. Not only does the Jeffersonia stand as a reminder of Jefferson's interests, but it also highlights how intertwined nature and history can be. So the next time you see a Jeffersonia plant, remember that it carries a piece of American history with it. Isn't it fascinating how plants can connect us to influential figures in our past? Ever wondered how frogs hydrate without drinking? Frogs are fascinating creatures, and their unique way of getting water is truly remarkable. Unlike many animals that sip or gulp water, frogs absorb it straight through their skin. This impressive adaptation helps them thrive in their moist environments, reducing their need to find water sources constantly. Their skin is highly permeable, allowing water to seep in easily. But here's the catch. This method works best in humid areas, as they can lose water just as quickly when the air is dry. So frogs rely on moist habitats to stay hydrated and prevent dehydration. This skin-absorbing trick also plays a key part in their overall health, helping them with various bodily functions. Next time you see a frog, remember how cleverly they manage their hydration? No drinking needed. Isn't nature full of surprises? Have you ever seen a transparent polar bear? Most people picture polar bears as large, fluffy creatures with stunning white coats, but the truth is a bit different. Polar bear fur is actually transparent and hollow. This fascinating trait allows sunlight to penetrate the fur, which then reflects off the bear's skin, giving it that iconic white appearance we all recognize. This unique adaptation helps them blend into their icy Arctic environment, making it easier for them to hunt seals and other prey. Additionally, the hollow structure of the fur traps air, providing insulation in freezing temperatures. So even though these bears look white against the snow and ice, their fur is not colored at all. Instead, it's a brilliant example of nature's clever designs. Next time you think of a polar bear, remember that their appearance is more than meets the eye. Isn't it incredible how something as simple as fur can offer such amazing benefits? Ever thought about why eagle feathers are so special? Only members of federally recognized Native American tribes can legally possess or collect eagle feathers, making these striking symbols of freedom and spirituality highly protected. This law stems from a deep respect for the eagle in Native American cultures, where these magnificent birds represent strength, wisdom, and a connection to the divine. The bald eagle, in particular, is revered and federally protected under the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act, which prohibits non-members from handling its feathers. For tribal members, collecting these feathers is a sacred practice that holds cultural significances, often used in ceremonies, regalia, and rituals. Violating this law can lead to hefty fines or even jail time, emphasizing the importance of preserving the spiritual and cultural heritage tied to these majestic creatures. So next time you see an eagle feather, remember the rich traditions and legal protections that make it so much more than just a beautiful object. Did you know Russia has the biggest forests? With around 815 million hectares of forest land, Russia is the most forested country in the world, which makes up nearly 1/5 of the planet's total forest area. These vast woodlands aren't just beautiful, they play an essential role in our ecosystem. The Russian taiga, which is the largest forest on Earth, helps absorb significant amounts of carbon dioxide, a major factor in combating climate change. Additionally, these forests support a rich variety of wildlife, helping to maintain biodiversity that is crucial for our planet's health. From the towering pines to the diverse animal species that inhabit these areas, Russia's forests are a treasure trove of natural wonders. Understanding their importance can inspire us to protect these vital resources for future generations. Isn't it fascinating how a single country can contribute so much to global environmental balance? This might surprise you. Fast fashion waste is huge. Each year, millions of items purchased from fast fashion brands are returned, yet many end up in landfills instead of being resold. This shocking waste occurs because, for many companies, the process of restocking returned goods is more expensive than simply tossing them out. This means that trendy shirt you ordered on a whim might be sitting in a landfill rather than being worn by someone else. The problem is worsened by the culture of impulse buying, where we often purchase items that we don't truly need, only to return them later. Unfortunately, this fast-paced cycle not only contributes to overflowing landfills, but also amplifies environmental issues like pollution and resource depletion. So, next time you're tempted to make a quick fashion purchase, consider the impact your choice may have on our planet. Did you know about India's rainiest town? In the small town of Mawsynram, located in the northeastern part of India, an astonishing average of 467.8 inches of rain falls each year. That's nearly 18 times more rainfall than what London typically experiences. This extreme weather makes rain an inevitable part of daily life for the residents. The unique geography and lush landscapes surrounding Mawsynram play a significant role in this rainfall phenomenon. Nestled in the Khasi Hills, the area benefits from the monsoon winds that bring moisture from the Bay of Bengal. The villagers have adapted to the constant drenching, incorporating it into their culture, activities, and even architecture. For example, many homes feature thatched roofs designed to withstand the heavy downpour. The dense greenery and vibrant ecosystem thrive here, making it a visually stunning place. However, the rainfall also brings challenges, like mudslides and road washouts, which the local communities must navigate. So next time you think about rainy weather, just remember Mawsynram and its incredible annual downpour. Believe it or not, infidelity can cost you in Thailand. In this beautiful Southeast Asian country, cheating on a spouse isn't just a personal betrayal. It can also lead to serious legal consequences. Under the Civil and Commercial Code, a wronged spouse has the right to sue their unfaithful partner for damages. The law allows claims of up to an astounding 5 million Thai baht, which is about $140,000. This significant sum emphasizes how seriously the Thai legal system views marital fidelity. The laws were put in place to protect families and maintain the sanctity of marriage, reflecting cultural values that prioritize commitment. While some may see this as harsh, it aims to discourage infidelity and promote strong, honest relationships. So if you're living in Thailand or planning to visit, you might want to think twice before straying from the path of loyalty. Ever heard of a speeding ticket for a horse? This amazing story centers around Ulysses S. Grant, the 18th President of the United States, who was once caught speeding on horseback. Back in the 19th century, life was a bit different, but the rules of the road, or trails, were surprisingly similar to today. In 1872, while riding through the streets of Washington, D.C., Grant was pulled over and issued a ticket for galloping too fast. Though he was a general known for his strategic prowess, this incident showed that even high-ranking officials couldn't escape the law. It's a fascinating glimpse into a time when horse and carriage were the main forms of transportation, but speed still posed a problem. Imagine the sight of a president being stopped for riding too quickly. This story reminds us that while times change, humans and their speedy tendencies remain the same. You won't believe this about pillowcases. For centuries, pillowcases have been crafted from materials like linen and silk, chosen based on the climate and social class of the people using them. Wealthy individuals often slept on silk, enjoying its smooth texture, while those with fewer resources opted for sturdy linen. It wasn't until the 19th century that cotton surged in popularity, thanks to its affordability and comfort. Today, pillowcases come in a dazzling array of materials including cotton blends, bamboo, and even microfiber, each with its own special perks. Cotton remains a favorite for its breathability and softness, making it perfect for a good night's sleep. On the other hand, bamboo pillowcases are celebrated for their hypoallergenic properties and moisture-wicking abilities. As you snuggle up at night, have you ever thought about the rich history and evolution behind the pillowcase resting beneath your head? Can you imagine that coffee can freshen your breath? Yes, it's true. Chewing roasted coffee beans or sipping a cup of black coffee can actually help neutralize those strong odors from garlic or onions. When you eat foods with powerful smells like a delicious garlic bread or onion rings, the lingering odors can stick around longer than you'd like. Instead of reaching for chewing gum or mints, consider a little coffee. The natural compounds in coffee not only mask bad smells, but also break down the particles causing them. This unique trick is perfect for a quick breath freshener after meals. Plus, coffee beans have a strong flavor that can leave your palate feeling refreshed. So next time you're out enjoying flavorful dishes, don't forget that your favorite brew can double as an odor fighter. It's a fun way to enjoy your coffee in a new light, isn't it? You might be shocked to learn that sneezes can fracture bones. Sneezing seems harmless, right? However, for individuals with weakened vertebrae due to conditions like osteoporosis or spinal abnormalities, a forceful sneeze can actually lead to fractures. This is because the muscle contractions occurring during a sneeze create pressures that exceed 100 pounds per square inch, PSI, which can exert significant strain on fragile areas of the spine. Though such injuries are quite rare, they highlight a crucial point. Maintaining bone density is vital for everyone, especially those at risk for spinal injuries. Regular exercise, a balanced diet rich in calcium and vitamin D, and other healthy lifestyle choices can help protect your bones. Additionally, adopting protective postures during unexpected reflexive actions, like sneezing or coughing, may further reduce injury risks. It's always wise to be mindful of our bodies and take precautions, especially if we have any existing bone health issues. So the next time you feel a sneeze coming on, remember, it could be more than just a simple reflex. Prepare to be amazed by Bastøy Prison in Norway. This unique facility, situated on an island just 47 miles south of Oslo, is often dubbed the most comfortable prison in the world. Unlike traditional prisons, Bastøy focuses on rehabilitation rather than punishment, providing a harmonious environment that encourages social reintegration. Inmates enjoy modern amenities like comfortable living quarters, access to nature, and the opportunity to participate in various outdoor activities such as fishing, horseback riding, and gardening. With a minimum security approach, prisoners engage in daily tasks that help them develop skills for a productive life outside. This innovative model challenges our perception of incarceration, showing that treating inmates with dignity can lead to more successful reintegration into society. Isn't it fascinating how a different approach can reshape lives? Guess what really drives cigarette filter design? For decades, cigarette filters have been a staple of smoking products, but their origins might surprise you. Initially, filters were crafted from cork, a natural material that provided a certain ruggedness and charm. However, over time, the design evolved significantly. Today's filters are mostly made from cellulose acetate, a type of plastic. Surprisingly, these modern filters are not as functional as many think. Much of their design serves more for aesthetics than effectiveness. They often create an illusion of reduced harm, yet studies show they do little to filter out harmful chemicals. The shape and color of filters can influence a smoker's choice, making them feel more stylish or sophisticated. Despite their appeal, the focus on filtration efficacy has taken a back seat, leaving questions about whether these filters are really helping anyone at all. Here's a wild fact about George Washington. While we often celebrate Washington for his leadership and bravery, he had a troubling relationship with slavery that complicates his legacy. Washington owned enslaved individuals, and like many wealthy plantation owners of his time, he sought ways to maintain this system. Pennsylvania's law stated that if an enslaved person stayed in the state for 6 months, they could claim their freedom. To sidestep this rule, Washington frequently moved his enslaved workers in and out of Pennsylvania, demonstrating a calculated effort to keep them under his control. This practice reveals a different side of the first president, raising important questions about morality and the values we associate with historical figures. It invites us to reflect on how history is both celebrated and critiqued, highlighting the complexity of human legacy. What does this tell us about our understanding of freedom and leadership? Cricket fans, have you heard about bowling? Bowling is the art of delivering the ball in cricket, and it's more than just a simple throw. It involves a smooth, rhythmic arm motion that players master over time. This elegant technique is what sets cricket apart from many other sports. When a bowler takes their run-up, they focus on their body mechanics to generate speed and spin, making each delivery a unique challenge for the batsman. The bowler must keep their elbow straight and follow through with their arm to ensure accuracy and power. Mastering the perfect delivery can take years of practice, and different types of bowlers, like fast bowlers and spin bowlers, have distinct styles and strategies. Fast bowlers aim for speed and bounce, while spinners create tricky spins that can confuse batsmen. This blend of skill and strategy is what makes cricket so captivating. So the next time you watch a match, pay close attention to the bowlers and appreciate the craft behind every delivery. Let's uncover the truth about France's food waste ban. In a groundbreaking move, France became the first country to implement a law that prohibits supermarkets from throwing away or destroying unsold food. This initiative, launched in 2016, aims to combat food waste, which is a significant issue globally. Every year, millions of tons of perfectly good food are discarded, contributing to environmental problems and food insecurity. Under this law, supermarkets are required to donate unsold but still edible food to charities and food banks. This not only helps those in need, but also promotes sustainability by reducing waste. The law has inspired other nations to consider similar measures, sparking a global conversation about how to better manage food resources. France's efforts show that a simple change in policy can make a big difference in addressing hunger and environmental concerns. Isn't it inspiring to see a country take clear action against food waste and pave the way for a more sustainable future? Did you know caves are never the same twice? Caves are living landscapes that change continually, thanks to a mix of water, seismic activity, and rockfalls. Every drop of water that seeps through cracks can erode the stone, carving new paths and altering old ones. This slow but powerful process means that the routes you explored last year may not be the same today. Additionally, tremors from seismic activity can cause new rockfalls, blocking entranceways and creating entirely new caverns. Imagine thinking you know your way through a cave, only to find a familiar tunnel suddenly sealed off. This dynamic environment keeps spelunking exciting, as explorers encounter different formations and challenges every time they venture underground. So the next time you think about a cave, remember that it's a place of constant transformation, full of mystery and surprises waiting to be discovered. Why did the first car lack a steering wheel? The first car ever created, Carl Benz's motor wagon, brought about a revolutionary change in transportation in 1886, but it came with a surprising twist: no steering wheel. Instead, this groundbreaking vehicle used a lever similar to a rudder to guide it. The steering system relied on a crank, making the driving experience quite different from what we know today. Imagine trying to navigate the roads without a steering wheel. It wasn't until later that the steering wheel was introduced, elevating vehicle control and precision significantly. This change not only improved how we steer, but also enhanced safety and comfort for drivers. The evolution of the steering system is just one example of how technology has transformed our driving experience over the years. So can you picture driving in a car without a steering wheel? Guess what really drives social change in France? In 1700, King Louis XV made history by becoming the first French king to impose taxes on the wealthy, shattering a long-standing tradition where the upper classes were exempt. This bold move was revolutionary. Until then, the rich often escaped taxation, leaving the burden on the working classes. By taxing the nobility, Louis XIV aimed to fund his grand projects and stabilize the economy, setting a precedent that would ripple through French society. This shift wasn't just about money, it challenged the social hierarchy, creating tension between the rich and the poor. The decision led to discussions about privilege and fairness that eventually contributed to the revolutionary spirit of France. The idea that everyone should contribute, regardless of status, changed how people viewed their roles in society. Imagine how different things might have been if this decision hadn't happened. Did you know about the fascinating vampire deer? The water deer, often called the vampire deer because of its sharp fangs, is an intriguing antlerless species that calls China home. This unique mammal thrives in forested and humid regions across China and Korea, where it navigates the lush landscapes with its remarkable adaptations. However, today, the water deer faces a critically endangered status, largely due to habitat loss and a significant decline in its population. This decline is alarming, as these deer play a vital role in their ecosystem. The vampire deer stands out not just for its distinctive fangs, reminiscent of something out of a fantasy novel, but also for its gentle demeanor despite its fierce appearance. Conservation efforts are crucial to protect this remarkable species and its habitat. Without immediate action, we may lose this extraordinary animal forever. So next time you hear about a vampire deer, remember how special it is and why we should all care about its survival. Here's a wild fact about speedy construction. In China, an astonishing 1,500 workers came together to build the Nanlong train station in Longyang within just 9 hours. Starting at 6:30 p.m. on a Friday and finishing by 3:30 a.m. on Saturday, this incredible feat highlights not only the power of teamwork, but also the expertise involved in modern construction. Imagine the coordination and planning that went into this project. Each worker knew their role and executed it with precision, showcasing a level of efficiency that is hard to fathom. Such rapid construction doesn't just happen overnight. It requires meticulous preparation, advanced techniques, and often innovative materials. The Nanlong station is a testament to how collaboration can lead to remarkable outcomes in a short time frame. It raises questions about what other projects could achieve similar results with the right resources and teamwork. Could we see more speedy builds around the world? With developments in technology and building practices, the future of construction might be faster than we ever imagined. Here's something incredible about tsunamis in Alaska. The largest tsunami ever recorded happened in Lituya Bay in 1958, and it was absolutely astonishing, measuring a jaw-dropping 1,720 feet high. How did such a gigantic wave form? It all started when a massive earthquake triggered a rock slide into the bay, sending an enormous amount of water crashing down. This force created a wave that swept through the bay with tremendous power, uprooting trees like they were just flimsy blades of grass and washing away soil in its path. The impact was so intense that it altered the landscape forever, showcasing the raw power of nature. Luckily, Lituya Bay was remote at the time, and there were not many people around to witness this colossal event. Still, the lesson learned from this natural disaster reminds us of the potential danger of tsunamis and the importance of understanding these incredible, yet sometimes terrifying, ocean phenomena. This might surprise you. Pat Tillman's brave choice. Pat Tillman, a former NFL star for the Arizona Cardinals, made headlines in 2001. He walked away from a hefty $3.5 million contract to enlist in the U.S. Army after the September 11th attacks. This decision shocked many, as he had a bright future ahead in professional sports. Tillman served bravely in Iraq and Afghanistan, but his heroic journey took a tragic turn in 2004 when he was killed by friendly fire. Initially, the Army reported his death as a result of enemy actions, which sparked a public outcry when the truth eventually emerged. Tillman's choice to leave fame behind for military service is seen by many as an extraordinary act of courage and commitment to his country. His story continues to inspire discussions about sacrifice, duty, and the true meaning of heroism in challenging times. Why do numbers below 1,000 avoid the letter A? It's a quirky linguistic fact that might surprise you. When you spell out numbers, you'll notice that none of them from 1 to 999 include the letter A. For example, the numbers like 1, 2, and 3 all skate past that vowel. The first time you'll find A in a number is when you reach 1,000. This curious pattern illustrates how language and numbers intertwine in unexpected ways. Linguists and word enthusiasts often explore this oddity, highlighting the fascinating relationship between language rules and numerical constructs. This can also prompt conversations about how we categorize knowledge and the peculiarities of English itself. So next time you're counting, consider the letters hidden in those numbers. Isn't it fun how the simplest things can lead to such intriguing discoveries? Next time you write or say a number, take a moment to appreciate how many carefully crafted words come together, without a hint of A until you hit 1,000. Did you know salt is a mineral we eat? Salt is truly one of a kind among minerals because it's the only one that we commonly consume in its natural form. While most minerals end up as components of supplements or are processed in some way before being safe to eat, salt is different. We sprinkle it on our food directly from the shaker, using it to enhance flavors and preserve meats. Its unique structure, composed mainly of two elements, sodium and chlorine, gives it versatile properties that are essential to our health. Sodium, for example, helps regulate fluid balance in our bodies and supports nerve function. But salt isn't just important for our health, it has a rich history too. From ancient times when it was used as currency to modern-day culinary creations, salt has played a significant role in various cultures. So next time you taste that savory flavor in your meal, remember that salt isn't just any mineral, it's an essential part of our everyday lives. You might be shocked to learn that Venetian blinds aren't Venetian. This popular window treatment actually traces its roots back to Japan. While many people think these blinds originated from the romantic canals of Venice, the truth is that they were designed in Japan, where they were known as Japanese blinds. When these sleek and adjustable slats made their way to Europe, the name Venetian stuck, likely due to the trade routes that brought them there through Venice. The design allowed for better control of light and privacy, making them a hit in homes across Europe and later the world. This fascinating twist in history shows how names can lead us astray. Today, Venetian blinds come in various materials including wood and aluminum, each offering unique styles and benefits. Now, next time you adjust your blinds, will you think of their surprising origin? Here's a wild fact about alien abductions. Psychologists have proposed that many stories of alien encounters might not be what they seem. Instead of being whisked away by extraterrestrials, some experiences could be linked to sleep paralysis, a condition where individuals wake up unable to move and often hallucinate. During these episodes, people might perceive shadowy figures or feel a presence, which can trigger fears of being abducted. Additionally, cultural influences play a significant role. As movies and books featuring aliens became more popular, the idea of alien abduction seeped into our collective consciousness. This means that some people may interpret their ambiguous experiences through the lens of media, thinking they've encountered aliens when, in reality, their minds might be at work. Could our perception of reality be shaped so easily by storytelling? Imagine using starlight to celebrate festivals. In China, during vibrant festivals, people have a fascinating tradition of capturing the light from the stars and placing it in small plates to brighten the night. This unique practice is not only about decoration, it carries deep cultural meaning. Light symbolizes hope, joy, and the brightening of lives during celebrations, showcasing the connection between nature and human spirit. As lanterns glow and fireworks light up the sky, star-filled plates enhance the magical atmosphere, creating a breathtaking sight for all to enjoy. By incorporating starlight into their festivities, participants honor their ancestors and express their wishes for a prosperous year ahead. This blend of celestial beauty and cultural pride makes these celebrations truly unforgettable. So next time you gaze at the stars, think about how they might be a part of celebrations far away. Let's uncover the truth about Toxoplasma gondii. This tiny parasite, often hidden in cat feces, can have surprising effects on human behavior. When rodents get infected, they lose their natural fear of cats, which helps the parasite continue its life cycle. Fascinatingly, Toxoplasma gondii doesn't just stay in rodents, it can also infect humans. Studies suggest that people with this parasite might take more risks and could even face a higher chance of developing mental health issues. Scientists are still exploring the exact mechanisms, but it seems this inconspicuous organism has a big say in how we act. Imagine a tiny microbe influencing our choices. The connection between a cat's litter box and human psychology might sound bizarre, yet it reveals how the tiniest creatures can have dramatic impacts on our lives. So next time you see a cat, consider what's lurking beneath the surface. Did you know about the incredible Fredo chair? This gaming and relaxation chair is a game changer, reclining all the way to 180 degrees. You might be shocked to learn that it's not just for gamers. Its ergonomic design makes it a favorite among office workers and streamers too. The Fredo chair offers essential lumbar support, ensuring your back stays comfortable even after hours of use. Plus, its adjustable height feature means it can suit anyone, regardless of their size. What really sets this chair apart is its modern aesthetics, which blends seamlessly into both workspaces and gaming setups. Whether you're slaying in a video game or working on a big project, the Fredo chair supports you every step of the way. It's perfect for long sessions spent sitting, making sure you stay focused and relaxed. So if you're in the market for a chair that balances comfort with style, could the Fredo chair be your next purchase?